All right, Brian.
7.
7. And Mac?
8.
7, Brian.
Phrased.
Phrase. Now another 8.
I don't know if it's right or not. Samphire.
Spell it.
S-A-M-P-H-I-R-E.
Excellent. It's a plant of the parsley family used in cooking.
It's a plant of the parsley family used in cooking. It is right. Well done. Another 8. Did you know that, Eric?
Well, I thought it was actually a form of seaweed, so I've learnt something today, because you'd often get it served up in Ireland, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, now I know, it's parsley.
Paddy.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely word there. Samphire. That is excellent.
Well, we have another word, Richard. We've got misheard. Misheard.
Yes.
We've got Miss Voderman, but we've got misheard here as well. Okay.
Very good. Right. Fine. So, Mac's turn again. It's 5 and 21, and it's Mac's selection.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thanks, Mac. J.
And another.
G.
And another.
R.
Vowel.
O.
Another vowel.
U.
Consonant.
Q.
Consonant.
D.
Vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
And T.
And we're off on this one. Okay, Mac.
7.
Okay, Brian.
And 7.
Brian, 7.
Grouted.
Grouted. Yes, Mac.
Same grouted.
Grouted.
Good.
Yeah, Eric.
Well, talked. I'm not quite sure about talked. Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. It's T-O-R-Q-U-E-D. Torque can be a verb to apply torque or a twisting force to an object. So that's okay for 7.
You know, it's like when men talk about cars and they want to baffle you, they ask you about what's the torque like on this. You know.
Yes, they do, don't they? Yes, they do, actually. Yes, about the talk. That's quite absolutely right. They do. Yeah, haven't
I changed the subject to Ming porcelain to get my own back as quickly as I can.
OK, it's men's talk is talk. Now, here we have 12 and 28 here with our men. And Brian, numbers, please.
I'll stick to my usual, please,
One
Carol.
from the top,
One from
yes.
the top, and then the other 5.
And then the other 5. Thank you, Brian. The numbers, then, are 10, 1 and 4, 6, 6 and 75, and a target of 446.
Yeah, OK, well, it's 446. 446. Yeah, 446, Brian.
446.
Mac.
446.
OK, new boy.
75 multiplied by 6 is 450.
It is, Mac, yeah.
Minus 4.
Minus 4, 10 points.
Yeah, showing me it. That's excellent, absolutely right. Brian,
Same, exactly so.
you show it to Eric.
I'll just be a few minutes. OK, yes.
Thank you.
OK, well, 10 points for both of these chaps. Well done to Brian and Matt. OK, is that where you got it, Carol?
I did, actually, yes.
Okay.
Nice, neat method.
Nice
that,
and
yeah.
neat. OK. Well, let's hear some talk from Eric.
Well, the talk at the beginning of this week was about Accrington, and the BBC in their infinite... Can I mention BBC on
Yes.
this? Oh, I just did it anyway. They, in their infinite wisdom, they decided that they would take the Antiques Roadshow to Accrington. Now, there's nothing wrong with Accrington, but you can bet your life, whenever that northeast Lancastrian cotton town that was is mentioned, the word Stanley follows immediately. because of their football team. When I think of Accrington, I've got to tell you, I normally think of Tiffany glass, because they've got the best collection of American Tiffany glass made in around about 1900, Art Nouveau style, in the Haworth Art Gallery there. Just a little bit of a plug. Don't go to Haworth in Yorkshire, go to the Haworth Art Gallery in Accrington. Getting to the point, the Antiques Roadshow turns up, and they also decided to hold this programme in March. Now, I can tell you now that you've got to scrape the frost off a deck chair in Accrington in August. So it snowed on the queue. People arrived, and you could tell how long they queued by the colour of blue they were when they entered the auditorium. A gentleman arrived with a box, and he unwrapped. He said, "Oh, I'm so pleased to be inside here. I've queued for 3.5 hours out there," and they actually did have 3 cases of hypothermia. It's absolutely true. And he opened the box, and he pulled back the straw, and he looked inside. He said, "Oh, I don't believe it. I've queued for 3.5 hours, and I've brought wrong box." And the expert said, "Oh, you sure?" He says, "I'm sure." He said, "Look in here. That's our tortoise. It's still in hibernation."
Good tale, good tale. Now, we know we were talking about cars, men's talk and so on. That fits very nicely with our tea time teaser, Eric.
Does it?
Because the base word here is GTI cars. GTI cars, OK? And with this, well, there's some magic with butane. Can you stomach it?
Countdown, sponsored by Kellogg's All Brand. Problem solved.
Yes, yes, gastric, gastric. Just to remind you of the clue, the dictic clue, some magic, that's the trick. With butane, that's the gas. Can you stomach it? Gastric. So like sort of 3 clues there, aren't they, Damien?
Oh, yes.
Quite good, these, aren't they?
Very good. I don't know who doesn't.
No, I don't. Well, I do. Ooh, slip of the tongue there. Anyway, no matter who does them, as long as you at home are having lots of fun, that's the main thing, because that's what we want, Carol, isn't it? All for your delight.
Just get on with the programme.
Mac Nolte, you're on 38. It's your letters game.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Oh, he does rumble, doesn't he? N.
And another.
I love him. I do love him, though. P.
And another.
N.
And another.
And L.
Vowel.
O.
Another vowel.
E.
Another vowel.
I.
Consonant.
R.
And another consonant.
And a consonant, Mac. And G.
Thank you, Mac. Here we go. Now then, Mac.
7.
You've got a 7. Good. Brian.
7.
Mac 7.
Eloping.
Eloping, yes, good. Brian.
Running away also.
Yes. We go with that.
We've got 2 7s there. Well, same word, but there's 7 each. Eloping. Eric.
I've got polling, but only with 1 L, but I'm thinking polling as in, you know, using a pole like a punt or...
Yeah, but you also
right, yeah.
pole along, don't you? I polled along to the pub last night. You say that, don't you?
Yes. Well, you would if it was down the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, wouldn't you?
What's the verdict, David?
P-O-L-I-N-G, polling, to push a boat along a canal with a stick.
Oh, you're yes. Right. OK, very good. So, the scores are then 29 and 45. And Brian, it's yours.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you. L.
And another.
S.
And a third, please.
And a vowel.
Third, please. Third
Third.
consonant. Sorry.
Sorry. T.
Right, a vowel now, please.
Now the vowel. A.
And another one, please.
Last but not least, O.
Consonant,
D.
vowel.
E.
Consonant.
N.
And a final consonant, I think.
And a
please.
consonant, Brian. That's R.
Thank you. Counting down.